I've only seen love, but I don't know. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Franca. For those who don't know me, for the regular subscribers, welcome back. And today we're having a sit down chat, let's talk type of video. But then I decided to ask ChatGPT some 20 random questions. I didn't just want to, put some questions out of my head. So I said, you know what, ChatGPT, give me 20 random questions on love, friendship, and relationship. How important is communication in every type of relationship you have? So while I answer this question, I just want to moisturize and use my sunscreen. I feel like communication is the most important thing in every relationship, both friendship, wanna be boyfriend and girlfriend, to real boyfriend and girlfriend. Because I don't expect my partner, right, to know how I'm feeling at every point in time. I don't expect them to read my mind either. Neither would I know how they are feeling or what they think. So us being able to be open to each other, to communicate at every point, not just even telling each other the good things, but also maybe the things that hurt them, like, oh, you did something to me yesterday that really hurt me, and this is how I'm feeling, or oh, there's this thing or that thing that just doesn't sit well with me, right? I really feel it would help every relationship grow. So for me, at the top of the scale, I would say communication 100%. And the next question is actually just ties into this. How does vulnerability play in deepening a relationship? I would say it's very important. To be vulnerable means you trust the other person. If there's any part of you that feels like, oh, I can't be vulnerable with this person, I can't be open, it definitely means you don't trust that person. And if you don't trust that person, then why are you guys together? In friendship, in except maybe the relationship has a purpose, maybe work relationship, acquaintance, all those external relationships that are not necessarily within your circle. That's understandable. You keep parts to yourself that you want to keep. It's not for them to know. And for me, I really hold on to that part. I think it's also important, it's very important for you guys to be able to show each other the real thing, be able to pull off the mask once in a while and be like, this is the real me, this is how I'm feeling at this point in time. This is the Aqua Skin sunscreen. So for me, I feel like vulnerability is very important in every relationship. What one way a friend has surprised or supported you when you needed it the most? Guy, a lot. Like, I genuinely feel if we open our hearts, we've been blessed with like amazing people. Me personally, I feel like I've been blessed with amazing people in different ways. And the stories are just much. From friends opening their doors to you when maybe you move to a new city, you don't have where to stay. From friends just, opening their doors and their hearts and their home to you. It's such a lovely thing because everybody loves their space. So if somebody could like let you into their space, no matter how long or small, that's such a very nice thing for me. That's one of the ways that I feel like friends have come through for me. Another thing is maybe you're going through some crisis or hard time, and your friends just find ways to pull in support financially, emotionally, physically. They just find ways to like, what's going on, Franca? What's happening in your life? How can we help? How can we come through? For me, those are the ways that my friends has come through for me that deeply touch me. Just the feeling that if I enter into trouble today, I know there's somebody I could call that would be help for me. So yeah, those are the things that my friends have done to support me that I genuinely like. How do you define a healthy relationship? Tied to the last two questions, I would say relationship where we both communicate. That would be one of my go-to definition. Relationship where we communicate freely, where we could be vulnerable, where we don't leave arguments to the next day, where we solve whatever issue as soon as they arise. For me, that would be a definition of a very healthy relationship. Definitely no abuse of any kind, verbally, physically, emotionally, any kind. Definitely one with trust and respect, right? Like even as friends or even as joke, we're not disrespecting each other. Big on that, very big on that. So I think those are the things I would consider healthy, right? And also a relationship that allow me to grow, right? It just does not have to be good feeling. Good feeling is okay, so don't get me wrong, but also a space that allow me to grow, or a space that just allow me to be me. I don't have to form, I don't have to act any way for the other person. I can just be me truly and freely. For me, that would definitely tie in as an healthy relationship. The next question says, what do you think is the most common cause of misunderstanding in relationship? I would say it's communication. honestly. I was listening to this podcast, I believe it was Token Moments, and the episode was the one she had Abimbola Craig on, right? And this was also something Abimbola Craig said. Normally, you tell your partner everything. You tell them, "Oh, babe, this is the idea I have. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to, And then later, you don't tell them things, right? So imagine me as your, maybe your spouse or your partner, and I'm learning that my husband is starting a new business from somebody else, or my boyfriend. Let me use boyfriend in this case. My boyfriend is starting a new business, and I'm hearing it from somebody else. So he has this idea, or even something as little as, oh, how his day went, or an issue that happened, and I'm like, this happened and I didn't know. So I know I would feel isolated. I'll feel like, am I even part of your life? Can someone be in love and still feel lonely in a relationship? Why? Man, I feel it's the same way you can be in a room full of people and you still feel lonely. It's the same way you could be laughing, and look excited on the outside and feel very sad and dead inside. They are the same thing, right? So you could definitely be in a relationship and be with someone and still feel alone. Maybe because we don't feel safe with that person anymore, right? I think safety plays some role in how we open up to the other person. Safety play a role in how we are vulnerable with our partners. So if I don't feel safe with my feelings with you, maybe I've told you something one or two times and you shut me down, or you didn't even take it into consideration. I definitely feel I won't be able to tell you something else the next time. Maybe I'm going through some anxious thoughts, or I'm sad, or I'm depressed, and I really cannot even open up to my person because I feel they might not understand or they will not listen. That would definitely make me feel lonely. That would definitely, because I'm all alone in this space that I'm in. Not because I'm alone physically, but I'm alone emotionally, and I'm alone mentally, and I don't have anybody to rely on, right? So I definitely feel safety, trust will be one of the reasons why we feel lonely in relationships. How do you balance time between friends and a romantic partner? You see, sisterhood, girlhood, they play such a big role in our lives, that no matter how much I'm in love, I really don't want to lose my friends. I really don't want to lose them. Maybe I'm probably biased, but I even have this mindset of like, some love comes and go, but you see your friendship, they go with you from when you're some friendship go from primary school to secondary school to university. They went with you through all the breakups you had. They will go with you through the marriages, through childbearing. Maybe you go back to school again, or you start, you grow into another level in your life. They go with you through all those, phases of your life, that I feel like they are so precious that I don't want to lose, compared to relationship. I probably would want to lose a boyfriend than lose a friend. I just tell you, I don't want to swear to God, but if I was going to swear, I swear to God. I'd rather lose a boyfriend than lose a friend, because there's just something very wholesome and beautiful, and knowing you have another female that really understand you in the way that you want to be understood, that you could rely on, that you could, be vulnerable and open yourself to. So about balancing time, knowing that these two people are very important to me and they serve very unique purposes in my life. As well, planning lunch with the boyfriend, we're also planning lunch with the girlfriends, and sleepovers and time out and guest nights, on call, like we're scheduling every weekend call. Maybe we have a time where we're calling. For me, those are how I keep my female friendship. Even the ones with my sister, like we have a time we call each other every time, like, oh, let's just catch up, let's just talk, because I don't want to lose any of them. So that's just how I find a way to balance it. Of course, your person becomes your person that you almost tell everything to, but I don't really, don't eat me fresh. You, I know your partner is supposed to be your best friend. I agree on paper, but my female friends are my best friend. Let me just put that one out there. Okay, so and that question is, do you think friends can transition into lovers without risking the friendship? I don't know. I've never had a lover, friends to lover troop happen in my life, because even the ones that went from friends to lovers, we knew from the beginning that, oh, we like each other and we were attracted. So the phase of us being friends was just phase of us getting to know each other before we started dating. But I've never had a plain friendship, no expectation, no love, no attraction, nothing spoken between us, and then one day we woke up and we realized that we're in love. So I really can't speak on that because I've never had that experience. What's your love language and how do you express it? The 5 love languages, right? They are, all of them are my love languages. It's just that they happen in, or they come in varying degrees, definitely. So for me, my top most love language has to be word of affirmation. Talk to me, baby. Tell me. Talk to me. Definitely word of affirmation. I think by now it will be obvious. Definitely. Then followed by act of service. Don't just talk. Do what you say you will do. I mean, that just is just backing up your words with action, and then consistency with that action. Not that today you're nice, then tomorrow you're wicked. No, to consistent. So for me, then after that, that would be gift giving. And then after that, we would have physical touch. What's the last one, Seth? Quality. Oh, sorry, quality time. Yeah, definitely quality time. I mean, yeah, quality time could come in different way, right? I'm on quality time. Quality time. I'm thinking of shifting quality time up. Where will I put it? Maybe in the middle. Yeah, in the middle before physical touch. Yeah, definitely quality time. Yeah, that's my love language. What's yours? Do tell me in the comment section. What's yours? The most valuable lesson you've learned from a friend? I've learned a lot, but this one I learned it from Larai. Right? It is something about you're as good as the last decision you make. I also learned it from, yeah, I definitely will learn it from her. Not even just in the word she said, but it came into context when I watched there was this podcast that Idia Esin was on. I've forgotten the name of the podcast, but then in real life, in practicality, I would say Larry has taught me that, you're as good as the last decision you make. For example, I'm doing a job where, practical example, in this case, maybe I was doing a job where I was earning 50k. The next job I'm going to take is definitely going to be higher than 50k, because I just can't go lower than that. If I go lower than that, that means I'm putting myself in those spaces where I will keep taking that kind of salary over and over again. Even in relationship, if you date a drunkard today, you realize that the next person you want to date is probably going to be a drunkard, because you're as good as that last decision you make. So for you and for yourself and for your future self, you just want to make good and better decisions, the next one you make, and the next one you make, and the next one you make. Yeah. I believe you have multiple best friends, or there's always one closest to you. I don't know about BFF, whatever, besties and co, but I definitely would say best friends, because different people speaks to different part of our lives and part of our hearts, right? There's a way person A would interact and speak to your heart in the way that you needed it. That person B probably, it's not that they can't do it, but they're just not that person for you. So for me, it's not really about multiple best friends. It's just having friends that you guys all connect together. There's one person that I know, if I want to do like fun crazy thing, push me to the cliff kind of person, I have that person. They're like risk taker, full board. I probably might not take God advice from them or relationship advice from them, but I definitely would meet them if I need career and goals and push from them, right? And there are other people that when it comes to family, love, just that person, I probably definitely would not take school advice from them, but I definitely would go to them for love and relationship. So for me, I just see friendship like that, and I don't categorize one over the other. Last question. Can love happen more than once in a lifetime? Why or why not? I don't know. Let me not gonna answer wrongly, but do I feel like love happens in a lifetime? I don't think so. I don't know yet. I've not lived all my life on earth yet, but I don't think so. Love can happen multiple times in our lifetime, like multiple times. Because sometimes you think, oh my God, this is my soulmate and I found my person and this is my love. And then tomorrow you meet another person that shows you that you're just playing. That was pre. Now this is the main thing. And then you meet another person like, now this is your soulmate, true soulmate. Do you understand? I genuinely feel we could have multiple loves in our lifetime. Even not just in relationship, in friendship, in family, because we when we meet people, we experience different love from them in different ways. So the different people we meet, shows us different type of love in their own way, that also serves us in those ways, right? So yeah, I believe we'll have multiple loves in our lifetime. I'm probably on my number, I don't know. Anyways, I think that's about the 20 questions. I don't know if we made it all to the 20. Here are the random questions that ChatGPT popped up. Honestly, I really enjoy answering the question because they made me think. They made me even think to myself, right? And be able to answer those questions truthfully and how I feel. So yeah, tell me what you feel about this episode, and if there's any other question you want us to like talk on together, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for staying to this point. I would love to see you in my next video.